And then we are live. So we got Jona here.
Hi.
She's going to work on some quarterback training.
I'm very excited. I always enjoy working with Kaker, so let's go.
We're going to get after it. So. What's up, everybody? Kake Fit Studios here, getting ready for our quarterback power training class with the Jona Xiao. Jona Xiao is a busy Hollywood actress who is a weekend flag football warrioress, and she's looking to increase her throw power. So today we're going to go through some strength training, little RDLs, maybe some goblet squats. We're going to focus a lot on Biomechanics, right? She has a very strong base. Sometimes she doesn't know how to use the strength she already has. And that's what power is. Power is using the strength you already have. So we're going to do a lot of Biomechanics, 5 reps, moving as fast as we can, about a minute to 90-second breaks. Just trying to get her to really understand when it's time to go. Woo, it's time to go, right? So we will flick your wrist. That ball comes out. All right, she's here. Let's get after it. Yes. So biggest thing for her, we're going to work on our hips. So we're going to use this bench right here. She's going to work on her lateral step overs. So all she's going to do, quarter squat position, 90-degree bend in the back of the knee, in the front of the hip. She's going to step. Boom. And then she wants to land right in that squat, opposite arm, opposite leg. So while she's reaching over, she should be lifting that back leg up for sprint mechanics, all right? There you go. Good. Now don't use your arms, use your legs to fix it, okay? We're training to throw from the legs, not the arms. Yes, that's the power I want. That a girl. Jam my fingers. Oh, she's out hitting. Good. It still looks like a little flick of the wrist. I want, you see, I'm kind of getting loose. I'm over rotating from my hip, and I'm loading that hip and that glute, and I'm squeezing that glute, and I'm locking out, and I'm lengthening this hip flexor right here, okay? So squeeze your right glute when you're throwing. Yep, all legs. Yes, that was awesome. Good job. Good job. So whenever sprinting stuff, we always want to keep our toes stiff, right? When our ankles are loose, that's where we're going to get calf and Achilles injuries, and we're going to be slow in our reaction, right? So whenever we're getting ready to strike the ground, we want to just train that our toes are always up, right? We're always pointing our toes to our face during any sort of motion pattern, right? When we're loose and goose, that's where ankle rolls happen, all that stuff. So with this drill, just make sure every time you step up, your ankle's stiff. Open and rotate. Two more. Same thing on the back side, okay? Yeah. That was really good. I want you to give me 10 quarter squat jumps, and I'm not gonna give you any instruction. I want you to do it what you think it looks like, and I'm gonna correct you.
Okay.
All right, 10 quarter squat jumps. 9, 10. That was actually very good. That was actually very good. So the reason I would grade her quarter squat jump a 5 out of 5 outside the arm swing is she had 90 degrees in the back of the knee, 90 degrees in the hip flexor. She had a great balance of muscle and tendon elasticity. You always landed on the balls of your feet. Your heels never touched. Now, even though it wasn't my preferred arm swing, you still kept an arm swing rhythm. Okay. And that's all that matters. So I normally like to do overhead reach stuff for, you know, because when we play a sport, we're reaching up, right? We're not going like this, right? But I know you've had shoulder injuries.
Oh, it's okay.
And you're not, you know, your game's not trying to moss somebody. So as long as you have rhythm, that's all that matters. I liked your rhythm there. So biggest thing is now that you have good form. Okay? We're gonna use the strength you already have. And I want you to challenge how fast you can do it now. So power is using the strength you already have and applying it. So I want you to do the same thing, but a little more oomph. Yeah, every time you land, you wanna get right back up.
Do you want me to do the arms or?
I would prefer, but you can do it that way too. Whatever feels comfortable. I just want you to jump high as you can with the most intensity for 10 reps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10. Good job.
Oh, I'm flying.
You felt that, right? Yes!
I was like, so much airtime.
Right. That's because you're doing your power correctly.
Okay.
You're being efficient with your movement pattern and your body's rewarding yourself. So you have to train this pattern over and over again to tell your brain, no, I can do this. And they'll reward you, it'll give you that contrast feeling. Tall and drop. 1, 2, breathe, 3, 4, 5, 6. Double up. Make sure you inhale on the way down, exhale on the way up.
Inhale.
Yep. You want to grunt when you're popping up. Let it fly.
In on the way down.
Yep. 3, great job. Next thing we're gonna do, we're gonna take the belt off. We're gonna work on the shoulder a little bit, a little range of motion stuff. So let's start off with windshield wipers. So the windshield wipers, you want your neck relaxed, shoulder here, elbow at shoulder level, wrist here, neutral wrists, out there, and you're gonna go bring it back and then bring it down. Yep, let's go 10 reps. Proud chest, tall in the chest. Get rid of that tech neck, there you go, good.
Same amount of time on the way up and down, or?
Yep, slow and steady. Slow and steady wins the race. We're working on the delt, the anterior delt, the posterior delt. We're rotating, just kind of developing stability with a little bit of resistance. But right now for your shoulders, we're gonna just kind of open it up and bring it back. And we're gonna learn how to rotate and be loosey-goosey from the core. So you're gonna X-cross, right? So with your throwing arm, I'm gonna do it opposites for the camera. You're gonna touch your hip flexor, kind of outside your hip, turn and open without moving your feet. You see I'm kind of just making an X with my body. And then once I get in rhythm, I'm gonna kind of drop, pop, pop. We're just trying, yeah.
Do I go all
Rhythm.
here?
This is rhythm. Yep. So you're gonna touch. Yep. Touch. Open. Good. Yep. Just a little rhythm.
Okay.
Just rhythm. Drop. Pop. Drop. Pop. Drop. Pop. Good. Let's go. Follow through. Okay. So you're gonna go here with your throw. You're gonna bring your elbow back. Okay. So whenever you want to throw, you want to think you're elbowing somebody behind your face. Okay. So bring that elbow here. Elbow back, up. See, I'm pointing my elbow to the sky, and then I drop and follow through with the band. So I'm here, boom, up, down, and then, yep, point and down. Perfect, good. Good. There you go. Yes. I like how you're getting your glute locked out at the end too. I didn't even go to that step. Yes, you're getting it. Woo, okay, yes, 5 more. Yes. Yes, 2 more. 1, 2, good job. Very good. Now I'm gonna give you the real band to work with. Boom. And this one I want you to be less robotic. I want you to just go into it. You already know what to do. Elbow back, up, down.
One fluid motion.
One fluid motion, pop, pop. Pop, pop, and be light on your toes, okay? Yeah, there you go. Good. Good, 10 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Great job. Great job.
Am I actually trying?
Oh yeah, I'm gonna stand right back here. So let's do a practice rep, okay? It's gonna feel a little weird at first.
Okay. So it's like here.
Jeez, that was a good shot. You're already generating power, dang, Jonah. You're ready. You are ready. There we go. Great job.
Yeah, that felt better.
Good. Nice freaking throw.
Thank you.
Good. 1 more. Good job. Good job. Good. It's a little deflated. That's okay. Good throw. Nice. Good. Nice. Very good. All right. Rest for a minute. Good job. And quarterbacks across the nation, if you see something you like or have any questions, let me know. My name is John Kaker. This is my home gym, Kake Fit Studios here in beautiful Inglewood, California. I have a national travel flag football team called LA Showtime FF. And yeah, I'm just kind of bringing my two business ideas together and focusing on biomechanics for quarterback training. So if anybody in the LA or Orange County area wants to work on their game from a sports performance standpoint as a quarterback, specifically female flag football players, I'm your guy. I've worked with a lot of girls flag football teams. I've coached in the LFL. I've won CIF titles with Pally, and yeah, I'm a really good coach. I love what I do. I love flag football. I love body mechanics. We're gonna go glute bridges. Let's get your legs through the band. We're gonna make them nice and flat on the white part of your pants. Yep. You're gonna lift up, heels and toes in a straight line, heels under knees. We wanna get 90 degrees in the back of the knees. Squeeze from the glutes, pinch up, good. And we'll inhale on the way down, exhale on the way up. Great job, and rest. Very good. Relax for a little bit. When you're ready, we're gonna work on the kettlebell swing today.
Ooh, fun.
3, 2, 1, time. Good job. Okay, next I'm gonna give you the big boy weight. Same thing. I'd be impressed if you could bring that above your chest. That thing's pretty heavy.
I could probably bring it like
1, inhale, exhale, 2, 3, 4, let's get 15, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 15. Great job.
Oh, that's tiring.
Great job. With Jona, you can see she's a little huffing and puffing right now. Just a little bit.
Yep.
She's strong. We haven't trained together in a little bit, but today we working on movements that's going to help her quarterback play to generate power, using the strength she already has. Reminding herself that she is stronger than she thinks she is sometimes. So we did a lot of Vertimax, kind of getting those type 2 fast twitch muscle fibers going, working on 90-degree joint angles in the hip flexor in the back of the knee. Understanding an even ratio of quad to hamstring distribution. We worked with kettlebells and glute bridges to make sure the glutes are activated. We also did hip mobility, range of motion stuff, so our hips aren't tight. So a lot of throwing is kind of loading and then throwing.
Load and explode.
Load and explode, yes, that's my other favorite one to do. But yeah, any feedback or anything to work out?
That was great. I think just prioritizing just the form and staying tight and focusing on the eccentric motion, right?
Yep.
The whole slow to grow. So there's a lot of really great takeaways. So thank you for noticing the nuances and the feedback.
Yeah, that was awesome to work with you as always.
Thank you. Listen to Kaker.
And now we're gonna let it rip at the park, see how far she can throw a big boy ball. I'm gonna make her throw the big boy ball today.
I have such small hands.
I know.
Look at these hands, y'all. Look. Okay? I got baby hands.
Go 3 more reps, and I'm gonna teach you some drills I want you to do before. Ooh, that was a nice throw. Nice job. All right. I want you kneeling down, right knee down. Yep. From here, I want you to twist to your left, open, and then remember that kind of down, back, up, over motion. Good. And make sure you slice down at the end, okay? Nice, and then fall through the hip, okay? That's okay. That's why we're here, we're practicing. Good, and then touch your hip. Touch that up hip. One more. Nice throw, good job. All right, next you're gonna do it on both knees. All right, so you're gonna have to, I really want you to focus on your twist of your hips right now, okay? So same thing, left, right, throw. Good. Left, right, twist back to left, follow through. Left, right, twist back to left, follow through. Good, and then point where you want to aim it. Good job. Let's stand on up. We're gonna do the same thing, but we're gonna twist. And we're gonna twist opposite of our normal throwing motion. So you're normally like this, yep. Gonna be across, so you have to turn and open, and then follow through. Nice job. Way to throw off platform. So let's do our hip twist, okay? So exaggerate hip twist. Left, twist, follow through. Nice throw. Wow, that's gonna look good on these. Let's work on some reads, then we'll finish up with deep ball throws, okay? So, what zone would you say you face the most in flag? Cover 2, box, 3?
I would think between box and cover 3.
Okay.
We can work on box.
You wanna work on plays against box? Okay.
But sometimes I'm a little bit more shy about hitting the middle, which is box.
Okay, and you know how you can get the middle more open?
I can move my feet.
Yeah.
Okay.
But the older we get, we can't just rely on ourselves.
Okay.
We gotta work smarter, not harder, okay? I'm gonna give you the best secret against box.
Okay.
And if I do this right, I can beat anybody, but I gotta remember to do this.
Okay.
3 versus 2. Right? There's 2 short defenders.
Right.
In box, you have to force one of the safeties down.
Yes.
Once that happens, you can create the one-on-one. Okay, so we'll work on a basical play, and I'll be the dummy defense. So, nice, good throw, yes. I like that, let's hit the tree, I like that, that's a good throw. So, what happened there? Felt this came off your hand weird? But let's think, what I've taught you, what did you think you might have been doing incorrect where you're like, oh geez, like what did you feel wrong in your throw?
Oh.
Why do you think it's not getting there?
I have trouble sometimes staying closed. So I feel like I open up and I'm not like
Yep.
using as much of my lower body and I'm using too much arm.
Right, and I agree, and that's exactly what I was gonna say. You gotta get the elbow tight, remember? First thing's tight elbow, right? Tight, that trains being compact, right? It's elbow and
Am I going too far? I'm going too
you're kind of going like, I'm exaggerating so you can
Right.
see it, but you're kind of going too lanky. That's why it's elbow back. Think elbow, watch the plane of the elbow.
Okay.
Back, up, over. It's just making a circle. That's what generates that whip. Okay?
You want me to just try to throw it?
Yeah, go hit the tree. There you go. Look, see how much better that was?
That was a lot better.
Oh, it's gonna be better. That's how you throw a spiral. You gotta load backwards. That was phenomenal throw.
Yeah, there's some that look like very easy, you know?
So when you hit it right,
Yeah,
it felt easy.
yeah.
You felt like you weren't using your arm.
Right, and the others I'm like, "Ugh."
Yeah, you're throwing your whole body into it, and you're like, oh, my arm hurts, right?
Yeah.
This is why it all comes from the legs. If you can learn how to throw from your legs, you can throw forever. You won't blow out your arm.
Right.
People blow out their arms because they rely on their arms.
Right. That makes
That's
sense.
why I've never had a shoulder injury.
That's great.
I've always just learned to throw from the shoulder, my legs. Now my legs will get hurt, but not my arm.
That's true.
So just loading from the legs, it's all power.
I'm gonna point the feet to the target, load behind me, transfer the weight, tight elbow.
Good. Well, longer when you come forward though. You went like a tricep extension?
Too tight, elbow too tight.
Oh, look at that
Oh,
freaking
it's
throw,
pretty.
Jonah.
That was a pretty spiral.
Beautiful throw.
was a pretty
That's a good
spiral.
one to end on.
Yes.
And I got the
Thank
POV
you.
with the metas right there.
Oh, okay.
That was a great. Oh yeah, I was getting 2 camera angles. I only got one of me. Oh, that was a great. That was a beautiful
I like the
spin.
spiral. That was nice.
That was a great one. Good job.
Thank you.
Good job.
Thank you so much. Yeah, good tips. Thank you.
Big thing about throwing is making sure your fingers are comfortable on the ball. Everybody has a different style. You got to find what works for you personally. When I have a fully inflated college or NFL ball, I like to go ring finger right here, gap, pinky here. Then you see how my fingers are across the laces. And I like to have that gap here. And the big thing is, a lot of people mess up throwing a spiral. They don't keep this gap, right? You can't squeeze the ball. There gotta be a gap in between your hands. So when you flick your wrist, that ball comes out. All right, yeah, I'm making this unique version, unique training session that's 90 minutes long. You know, weight, Vertimax, and some field work. So let's get after it. And athletes are made in the off season. Quarterbacks, I know you're getting out of school, so if you want to be ready for the fall, I'm your guy. Kake Fit Studios in Inglewood, California. They're easy to get here. There's no excuses if you want to be a better athlete. It's time to put the work in now during the summer. Come check out my facility. It's time to get in there. So stay tuned. Hope you learned something. If you have any questions, feel free to subscribe to the page, comment, like, share below. So let's get after it today.